It all kind of began when we felt the stirring of the Spirit to move forward. And in so many ways, the move did not make sense, but it's where we felt like the Lord was leading us. Ellen and I knew from before we had children that we wanted to adopt. By the grace of God, we've been adopted into the family of God, and that gives us hope. And we always felt like we needed to reciprocate that. God had blessed us with 4 beautiful daughters, and adoption had just kind of faded into the background maybe. We pastored the church in Woodward before we were here, the Nazarene Church in Woodward. Loved the people there, loved the community, but felt a stirring that it was time to move. We chose to interview here first, which didn't make a whole lot of sense at the time, but it's what we chose to do because we kind of felt like this is where maybe the Lord was leading us. When we came back to meet the church, the whole congregation, that we met one of our we didn't know at the time, but we met one of our daughters. That was kind of cool.
Penny was a little baby and just getting to hold her.
What was she, 8 days old?
7 or 8 days old.
7 or 8 days old, little bitty, squirmy, squeaky thing.
It was kind of surreal because we walked up and I was holding her. It was like she was already a part of the family.
They were in foster care with a couple of the members of the congregation here. And at the time, we had no idea that we were going to adopt them.
We knew that they came from a neglectful home and that there was some development delay and some medical issues. It didn't matter to us.
Their foster parents needed from time to time help. So when foster parents would go home to another state for holidays, we would babysit. As they became available for adoption, God just kind of began to stir in our hearts that they were going to, in fact, they were ours in our heart. So we actually became foster parents so they could be placed in our home.
The longer they stayed with us, the more interaction and working together to build that personality.
Penny and Naomi, like when they would want something or if they fell down or something, they would go to a big sister and not always just mom and dad.
Yeah, the longer they stayed with us, the more they became one of us.
But we gave each of our 4 oldest daughters, veto power. We wanted everyone to want to do it because it was important for me later on in life for our 2 youngest to be able to know that everyone chose them.
My mom was like, okay, someone new is gonna come live with us. And all at once we were all like, are we adopting the girls? And I remember when I found out, I was so excited because I had been the baby my whole life. And so to think of all the experiences I was gonna get to have with them to finally be a big sister.
But there was this moment in time when the judge said, yes, they're Rackleys, and yes, that's Penny and Naomi.
How much do you like your family?
A lot. 100,050. Going on bike rides with our dad. And with Maddie, I like playing with her of taking photos and pictures and going out to look for grasshoppers.
And we don't really take any credit for it. It's all somehow orchestrated by the Spirit of God. But because we made that shift or made that choice to follow so many years ago now, all of us, our lives are irrevocably changed. And we would have missed it. We would have missed it.